Welcome back! You might be wondering why we're sitting on chairs because we're always doing something. But in this video, we want to introduce Animal Chairapy program, which is something we came up with for our farm. And it's a way to engage you, and as well as a few other exciting plans that we have.
Yeah, so our July started off with an adorable bang when Shirin had her baby. Yeah, we only named him about a week ago, so he's about 8 weeks old, a little over 8 weeks old. But yeah, about a week ago we finally decided on a name, Ghalamoo, which means paintbrush in Farsi, because he has an adorable little white tip to his tail. It's so cute. Ghalamoo. So yeah, so that's him. And along with him came Shirin milk and the adventures of learning how to milk Shirin on pasture. So we had a bit, her and I learned quite a bit, very fast. So
would you say compared to Mina, a lot harder?
Yeah, yes, but it's not a fair comparison because Mina we had since she was 3 months. So she grew up with us, and so she was familiar with us, and I started training her early.
And you were saying that she's able to hold her milk much longer.
Yeah, so even with Mina, when her babies are maybe a month old, Mina will hold her milk up in her udder and not release it down into her teats. So sometimes I have to like go do something for 20 minutes, come back, and then sometimes she'll let it down. Especially if I bring baby and baby kind of nudges Mina's udder, then she'll let it down. Shirin, not so much. We're not forcing it. Really, I'm trying to just make that relationship with Shirin and get her comfortable with my hands on her teats and our routine of going in the milking stand, especially on pasture. So we're trying to make it as low stress as possible. So yeah, so we're not getting 2 gallons off her every day. But this year we're okay with that because we're just trying to get used to the water buffalo. Yeah, and get them to trust us, which is really important.
Okay, and we also got a third water buffalo.
Yes.
How did that happen?
How did that happen? So yeah, we found Ras, I guess, all his searching. He does a lot of the searching and researching, pretty much all of it. Found a really nice family who was selling their 2-year-old, not even 2-year-old.
Just under 2 years old.
Just under 2-year-old water buffalo bull. And it was important. We asked, I mean, the main thing with that, we asked, is he friendly? Because bulls, like especially cattle, can be very aggressive, just with the testosterone hormones.
But the water buffalo, in our research, people were saying that the water buffalo bulls compared to cows are less aggressive. And they're more tame, and that's what been our experience with Barkat.
Barkat, we named him. Yeah. So
yeah, and the reason we got him because Shirin had a bull calf, but we don't want to breed the calf back to his mom. So we need to have a separate genetic because we want to get into breeding water buffaloes. And so hopefully next year we'll expand the flock even more so that we can justify having a bull. But it was, we did a bunch of research on it. Like with Mina, we do artificial insemination, but with water buffaloes it's much harder, right?
It's very hard to track their heat cycle.
Yeah.
So they don't really show signs like cows. So Mina is pretty easy. She gets really noisy and licky and mounty. But yeah, water buffalo not so much.
Yeah.
So.
And even if we were able to somehow detect the cycle, there are not that many experienced people with water buffaloes around here. So
or water buffalo semen.
Yeah, exactly. So we are thinking that the bull can play multiple functions on the farm, including being integrated into our Animal Chairapy program. That's why he's getting very well socialized.
Yes, yeah, he is. they did not lie. He is a very friendly dude. So if you need to be licked down at all or snooted anywhere, then come over and meet Barkat because yeah, he's a very friendly dude. And then yeah, poultry. Oh, poultry were busy. Holy smokes. Were they ever happy this year? Lots of babies. We had no natural hatch geese, probably because we took most of their eggs to incubate. So, but a lot of turkey, ducks, guinea fowl, chickens, lots of all those babies. So that was really kept us pretty busy, just managing mamas and babies, because we have a really terrible raven pressure. So, so yeah, it's a lot of work trying to keep everyone alive. We had also purchased 50 layer chicks, heritage breed layer chicks. So they finally moved into the big bird coop, I think end of July, August. So that was a lot of work, a big transition. So they're now happy with the rest of the crew. So that's the poultry.
It's nice to have some younger hens in the flock
Yeah.
now because we have been keeping those ones for a long time, so we're
Yes.
not getting as much eggs.
Yeah, so we don't cull any of our girls. I feel like they work so hard laying all their eggs, they just earn the right to retirement. So I have a lot of old girls that lay once in a while, but not enough to really supply people properly. So that's why we decided to get some young heritage layers. And then it was time to separate rams from their moms. That's always fun. So we did that. We separated all the rams. So there was a couple really noisy nights where I'm sure neighbors didn't sleep and we didn't sleep. But everyone managed fine. And because we separated the rams, we got to milk some sheep because they were still producing milk, even though the rams were 4 months old. So it's not like we separated them young. But still, the mamas were producing enough milk that we were milking some. So that was really nice. We had some sheep milk to make cheese and stuff with. And then just the managing, moving animals everywhere, managing pastures. We then have like 4 groups of animals that are all doing pasture moves. So it's a lot of managing pastures, checking fences, managing animals.
We started really thinking about harvesting our own hay this year.
Yeah.
But it's quite the process. Like we have to collect the equipment. We tried, one of our farmer friends invited us to come to their farm and try their equipment. So we did give that a shot just to get a little bit more familiar. The New Holland square balers, the old balers, they seem very finicky, but they're promising and they've been working for a really long time. So we might at some point get one and just be able to harvest our own hay and store it. We also thought about even just harvesting the hay and deploying it somewhere and covering it. That's like a traditional way of doing it before balers were a thing.
But then the traditional way also had a community of people to do that work.
Yeah, exactly. So finding maybe a good deal on a baler might be go a long ways. They're pretty, when they work, they're a pretty nice machine.
Yeah.
So we're thinking about that for next year.
Yeah.
We did some experiments, but nothing serious this year yet.
No, still learning everything. But we learned that these pastures are so bountiful that you can just, the grass keeps growing. So we need so many more animals just to keep the grass at a reasonable level, and that we're not prepared to do that, to have that many animals.
And one of the main reasons for our decision to bring the water buffaloes here was because of the diversity of grass.
Especially the reed canary grass and the sedges and stuff, all the marshy type grasses that are a lot, their cell walls are a lot thicker than just a normal grass. So and the sheep, I mean, they eat it, but it's harder for them. They don't thrive on it. They don't thrive on it. There you go. They'll eat it, but they don't thrive.
But the water buffaloes just they love it. They just enjoy just watching them sitting in the water and eating them. It's just
So it's a good balance, The sheep and the cows eat they all eat different things. All the water buffalo, sheep, and cows, they all eat different things. So they're just really complement each other in the pastures.
Yeah. And that diversity of input means that our manure is going to be much richer in important minerals, which then going to go into our orchard. So our trees are going to be much more resilient and bountiful, hopefully.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So with hay, we're also getting ready, already thinking about winter, I'm sure. Winter's coming. So we're collecting hay and doing deep cleans of coops and kind of getting everything set up so that winter doesn't come on us too fast.
Yeah.
Because there's always a lot of last minute things. So we're busy doing that as well.
Our list of things to do, it just keeps growing.
Yeah.
So we're having less and less time to hang out and do stuff with friends
or go swimming and
yeah.
things like that.
But we try to take a break once in a while, enjoy the beauty around here.
We did manage, we managed to do the little Slocan river floats and do a lot of swimming, so that's good, and the paddle boat. But yeah, and we're also, I'm sure everyone can relate, gardens and orchards and everything just did so well this year with we had a lot of rain, so that was really great. We were busy picking blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, currants, gooseberries, plums.
Stone fruits went crazy
Oh my
in our
gosh.
area. Lots of people broke branches on their fruit trees because the trees were just like super
abundant.
loaded.
Yeah. Oh, we were lucky. We actually had family come from Iran too and stay with us for a while, and they were so helpful in the picking and processing and sharing their ways of using fruit, like the plum tree. We have plum trees. They're very small and a bit more sour plums, but Aras's aunt made just the most amazing jams.
Those plum trees in our village was a traditional food. It was a very important part of their diet, and every year it would be a big deal. So when my aunt saw them, right away she was like, "We need to process these."
And they would have otherwise fallen to the ground, or we would have given them to animals, or we would have done something, but. Anyway, she made use of something that we probably wouldn't have made the time. So that we're so grateful.
Plum sauce for the winter.
Yeah, really grateful for all that help. So well, we have so much fun with the animals, and we enjoy the bounty of this land so much that we really want to share it with you and anybody else, everybody. So
we thought about a few different options. Like we used to do the Mother Nature Bounty Box in Kamloops, but we had access to a much larger market there. A lot of people close to us were able to sign up, but here we're a little bit more in a remote area, and we thought about it a little bit more in how we can actually do something, because we both want to just stay here and work on the farm, focus on growing stuff, but also we need to sustain ourselves and be able to
make a living.
Staying here.
So the realities we started to look at, and we're really hopeful. We think that we found some ways to be able to sustain ourselves here, and besides having different operations like the water buffalo, which will bring us hopefully some income, and the sheep, but we want to share the experience and have people come and enjoy the different seasonal experiences here with us.
But anyway, we had a lot of demand for people to come and sit with the lambs and just forget about everything and just enjoy the love that lambs give. So that kind of got us thinking.
Yeah. So we are launching a new business basically, or pivoting our business. We're soft launching our new website right now. You can go check it out, caspianacres.ca. And when you go there, there's like 3 different things you can do. First of all, you can come here for a tour. So if you're in the area or you're gonna be coming, you can book a tour, and one of us or both of us will take you around and show you all the animals, show you the different corners of the farm and whatever natural things are around here. Beautiful things are around here.
Or whatever you might be interested in too.
And it's a great way to just get to know the layout of the farm and whether you want to come and spend more time here. And then we have the seasonal workshops. So we thought that we want to continue working with the seasons, and we find like our calendar of things to do is filling up more and more. So every year we track like what things are, what mushrooms are in the season right now, or what fruit are ripening, or
every season has its chore.
Yeah, every week basically we have different tasks that we're doing, and we produce. That way we can store or produce or harvest most of our own food, and the experience of actually gathering, processing all that food is quite rewarding. So why not we share that part and create some unique, exclusive workshops for a few people to come here. We can have, spend a couple of days on the farm, and we have a focus. So maybe one time we'll come and we'll just harvest some honey mushrooms, and we're gonna can them, another time, maybe it will be a season where the plums are in season. Maybe we'll all come and harvest the plums and make plum sauce together, and then you take home some jars of plum sauce, right? So all those experiences where you normally wouldn't have an opportunity to try, you can come here during the season, and on the website you can see all the upcoming ones for next year. But we have a couple of them already for October that hopefully some people will be able to join us. And as part of that, we have a cabin for people to stay on, and the workshops are going to be targeted for a very small group of people, you know, maybe 4 to 8 people at most, and that way we can keep it very casual and cozy and personal, and you know, learn all these new things, try these new things all together, and hopefully you can have a great experience.
And on that note too, if you do have ideas of workshops that you'd like to put on or or be involved in, then definitely let us know, because we're open to ideas. A lot of the farm stuff is just like day-to-day chores for us, but it might be interesting or a learning experience to somebody else. So never hesitate to reach out and be like, hey, have you thought about this or whatever. So that would be really valuable. Yeah, I'd like to know. So.
And then finally, of course, it's our signature creation. It's the Animal Chairapy.
Yes.
So how did we even come up with Animal Chairapy?
Well, it was a long winter stuck off grid in a fifth wheel. There was 3 of us and our Caspian Acres one and only animal whisperer, Rick, brainstorming the idea. So it was because of Rick that we actually came up with the idea. Yeah, so Rick spends a lot of time on the farm, and we found that when he sits down with the animals are naturally just attracted to him and just give him all this love and attention, and you just get lost in the love and attention and everything from the animals that you just forget about everything else in the world. And we really noticed with Rick how it just changed his mood and everything. So he just seemed to be a totally different person, just happy and refreshed and like calm after having his Animal Chairapy, sitting in his chair with the animals. So yeah, we thought, well, if it does that for Rick, well, I'm sure it'll do that for other people.
If you're an artist that's stuck, you know, you have a creative block and you just need to get away and spend some time, it's actually quite inspiring to be around animals. You know, but if you're also recovering from some injury, you know, you just need to be somewhere and feel like, you know, you're surrounded by nature. It's very hard to describe it, but it's just like being with the animals
they're
is
incredible because they don't judge you based on your gender or your hair length or what clothes you're wearing. They don't care about any of that. They just care that you're giving them attention. That's all that matters. Or that, you know, that you're here. So that's why they're really rewarding. If you, especially like, I don't know, I guess it's tough to sit out here in winter, but you know, if you're in just kind of a humdrum kind of space, then coming and just sitting with the animals and just feeling all that love, unconditional love that they give you is so special. So anyone with a cat or a dog or anybody could relate to that. It's just, they don't care. They don't care if you don't have money. They don't care if you just broke a whole 3 dozen eggs. They love you for you, and that's it just makes it great.
Yeah, they rekindle the love for life in you, you know. It's like once when you're around them, you're like, oh, it's okay to be alive, you know. It's exciting.
Exactly. Not so bad. So
so
anyway, thanks to Rick for
inspiration.
Inspiring us with this Animal Chairapy. So
and we almost, like, it was funny because we almost simultaneously came up with the word.
Yeah.
Like, we don't even know who said it first.
No.
It was like, yeah, let's do this. Like, we should totally do this. And then we wrote it on the board. And then we brought the board here, and then I made a door with the board, and then it was still saying Animal Chairapy, and I was like, yeah, let's just make it happen.
So
you know, it's a great way.
Yeah, whether you're with the sheep or the birdies, and like with Rick, he sits in his throne, and the birdies just jump on him. He has one on his shoulder, one on his lap. It's just it's a really good intimate experience.
So that's also available on the website.
Yes.
And you come, and once you get to know the animals, you know where's your favorite spots, we'll set up a chair for you.
Yeah.
We'll give you a radio for safety so that you can call us, but we'll leave you alone. And
if you want to be alone.
Yeah,
if
you want to be alone.
Totally.
Exactly. Yeah. But it's a great way to come here and just, you know, especially when the weather is like this, what else can you ask for? Like,
And you can choose which animals you want to be next to. If you want to hang out with the poultry, with the sheep, with the water buffaloes,
The cows.
yeah, the cows,
Yeah.
lots of different
As
options.
long as you're prepared to be licked and licked and cuddled.
Yeah, it's different from your traditional like going to a petting zoo or something where you're like reaching or you're going up to animals that are stuck in a cage. Here you kind of have to protect your space because they're gonna come to you.
Yeah.
So it's a little different setting, but it's very rewarding. It's very different because we are very busy right now, and also a lot of friends are asking to come and hang out at the farm. We also have volunteer opportunities. So if you want to come and hang out at the farm and help out with some of the projects, we have lots of opportunities coming up. Just reach out to us. I'll add you to a group, and then I'll post different projects that we have in September and October coming up. And you can choose if one of those days you want to come. We'll have a little get together and we'll have some food and work on some projects together.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, volunteers can come and spend as much time here, and we can give them a tour, and that could be all included.
We always have something to do, and we always appreciate the help. So,
Yeah, oh my gosh,
Feel free
yeah.
to reach out.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that's July and August in a nutshell.
Yes.
So coming up, we have, well, it's mushroom season now.
Oh,
So
yeah.
now we fight over who gets to go check on the reservoir because they get to walk back through the woods looking
Yeah.
for mushrooms.
And we're gonna have to start going out and hit a few different elevations because there's tons of mushrooms coming out at different areas. Just like the fruit, the mushrooms seem to be very abundant this year. All right, stay tuned. Hopefully there will be another video in a month, and we'll see you again then. All right, take care. Bye.